For years, America has looked outward with suspicion, pointing fingers at China, blaming Russia, and worrying about inflation, trade wars, and global unrest. But the truth is far more dangerous and far closer to home. America's greatest threat is not China. It is not Russia. It is not even inflation. America's most dangerous enemy today is its own arrogance. For nearly a century, America played the role of the world's kingmaker. It set the rules of global trade, dictated the laws of finance, built the digital highways, and positioned itself as the guardian of global order. Other nations bent under its influence because there seemed to be no alternative. But quietly, almost without making a sound, another player has begun rewriting the script. That player is India. And here's the shocking twist. This isn't happening because America is stepping aside willingly. It's happening because America's own missteps, its own arrogance, and its own belief in permanent dominance are pushing India into a position the United States never expected. For decades, America has used the same toolkit: sanctions, tariffs, economic pressure, and political threats. The assumption was always simple: corner a country hard enough and it will bend. But history doesn't always work that way. If you corner someone for too long, they don't just surrender. They find a way out, and India has found its way out. Just 10 years ago, India was dependent on American technology, American finance, and American global approval. Today, India is building its own digital ecosystems, expanding its domestic manufacturing, and forming alliances outside of Washington's orbit. Why? Because every time America has tried to control the world through fear, nations have looked elsewhere for survival. And increasingly, that elsewhere is India. America's mindset has long been, we are number one and we will always be number one. But history does not reward overconfidence, it rewards hunger. Look at India today. Hunger is everywhere. It's in the entrepreneurs of Mumbai working 18 hours a day to build the next billion-dollar startup. It's in the scientists aiming for Mars while America is still debating budgets. It's in the classrooms of Bangalore and Hyderabad, where students are learning artificial intelligence and coding before finishing school. This hunger is not just economic. It's cultural. It's psychological. It's generational. A nation of 1.4 billion people has decided it is no longer content to be called a developing country. India wants to lead. And this hunger is exactly what America is losing. Here's what makes India different from China, Russia, or even the European Union. India is not trying to replace America by copying it. India is creating a new playbook. It's a mix of culture, youth, digital power, and strategic diplomacy. It is not America 2.0. It is India 1.0, a completely original formula that Washington cannot easily predict or control. America thrives on thinking others will imitate its system, but India isn't imitating. It's innovating. And that innovation is the biggest threat to American dominance. Still think this is just speculation? Let's look at the numbers. India's GDP growth is outpacing most major economies. Its exports in tech and digital services are exploding. Its military strategy is shifting away from dependence on American weapons toward self-reliance and domestic production. And the talent pipeline tells the story even louder. For decades, India's brightest engineers fled to Silicon Valley. Now, Silicon Valley is coming to India. Tech giants are investing billions into Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Gurugram. This is how empires fall, not through sudden wars or dramatic collapses, but through slow shifts in economic gravity. America has had the spotlight for a century. The next century may very well shine over New Delhi. The irony is chilling. America, through every political miscalculation, every sanction, every failed foreign policy, is not weakening India, it's strengthening it. By pushing countries away, America is forcing them into India's open arms. The question is simple. When America finally wakes up, will it already be too late? History suggests the answer is yes. Rome did not collapse because of one war. The British Empire did not fall overnight. They fell because they became too comfortable, too arrogant, too distracted by their own divisions. America is standing on that same dangerous edge right now. While America debates in Congress and fights over political theater, India is moving like a silent tiger. America is obsessed with defending the present. India is obsessed with building the future. This isn't luck. This is strategy. By underestimating India, America is creating the very conditions that make India unstoppable. Washington still sees India as a developing country. But the world is beginning to see India as something much more. The economy they will depend on, the partner they cannot control, the market they cannot ignore. One of the most overlooked factors in global power is demographics. It means America's workforce is aging while India's is young, ambitious, and ready to shape the future. While America wrestles with rising labor costs and declining population growth, India is exporting talent, building startups, and producing innovators at lightning speed. And here's the kicker. India doesn't carry the arrogance of being at the top for a century. America has forgotten what it means to fight for survival. India hasn't. The investors that once trusted America above all will turn their eyes to India's booming market. America's arrogance is becoming India's golden opportunity. It's no coincidence that India is strengthening ties with Russia, forming alliances in Asia, and even trading in rupees instead of dollars. This isn't improvisation. It's strategy. America is reacting to moves. India is planning 10 steps ahead. And here's the harsh truth. Right now, America needs India more than India needs America. America's economy relies on global supply chains and cheap manufacturing. India is positioning itself as the alternative to China. If Washington burns that bridge, it will be punishing itself more than India. The most dangerous change is not in India's economy or even its military. It's in its mindset. For decades, India asked, "Can we do this?" Today, India asks, "When will we do this?" That shift in confidence is unstoppable, and America has no answer for it. India is producing engineers, entrepreneurs, and innovators at record speed. America is producing debt, division, and political gridlock at record speed. And for the rest of the world, it will be a new reality. This is not prophecy. This is not bias. This is pattern recognition. America is standing at the edge of decline, while India is climbing with hunger, humility, and ambition. One wrong step by America could reverse their positions permanently. Can America adapt? Can it regain its hunger, humility, and urgency before it's too late? Or will it cling to a past the world has already moved beyond? History shows arrogance is always the enemy of survival. The moment you believe you cannot be touched, someone touches you, and you never recover. America still has power, money, and technology. But power moves. It shifts to where the hunger lives. And right now, that hunger burns in India. The clock is ticking. For America, time is running out. For India, time has just begun.